watching someone work the room at a networking event. They're shaking hands, cracking jokes, collecting business cards like trophies. Everyone seems drawn to them. Meanwhile, you've had 2 meaningful conversations in a corner and you're already drained. You leave, thinking they're building real influence while you're just surviving socially. You are actually missing the point. Influence and visibility aren't the same thing. The problem is you're confusing who gets noticed with who actually has power. Extroverts dominate the spotlight. They're loud, present, and impossible to ignore, so you assume that's what influence looks like. You try to mimic their energy, force yourself into their playbook, and wonder why it doesn't work. You're exhausted, and somehow you still feel like you're falling behind. Real influence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the voice people trust, remember, and turn to when it matters. The extrovert's influence fades when they leave the room. Yours grows stronger over time. This is how to build real influence. 1. Build influence through one-on-one relationships. Extroverts work crowds. You work individuals. This is your unfair advantage. Instead of trying to impress 20 people superficially, invest deeply in 5. Schedule coffee meetings. Have real conversations. Remember details about their lives and follow up on them. These individual connections create fierce loyalty that broad networks can't match. When someone needs help, they don't call the person who knew everyone at the party. They call the person who actually knew them. That person is you. 2. Become the trusted advisor, not the loudest voice. In meetings, extroverts dominate airtime. Let them. Your goal isn't to talk the most, it's to be right when it counts. Stay quiet during routine discussions. Process everything being said. Then, when there's a crucial decision or major problem, speak up with a considered perspective that cuts through the noise. Do this consistently, and something powerful happens. People start looking to you before making important calls. Your silence makes your words valuable. Their volume makes their words cheap. 3. Master the strategic memo. Extroverts excel in real-time conversation. You excel in written communication where you control the pace. After meetings, send thoughtful follow-up emails that synthesize what was discussed and add insights people missed. Write clear memos that solve problems before meetings happen. Written communication has permanence that spoken words don't. 6 months later, nobody remembers who talked the most in the meeting. They remember who wrote the memo that became the roadmap. That's lasting influence. 4. Create value through curation, not creation. Extroverts are always generating content, ideas, opinions, hot takes. You don't need to compete there. Instead, become the person who finds and shares the best information. Read widely, then distill insights for others. Send articles to specific people with notes on why it's relevant to them. Introduce people who should know each other. You become a trusted filter in an overwhelming information landscape. People start relying on your judgment about what's worth their attention. That's influence without exhausting yourself trying to be the content source. 5. Leverage consistency over intensity. Extroverts burn bright, but often inconsistently. They're everywhere for a month, then disappear. You build influence through steady, reliable presence. Show up to every meeting prepared. Deliver on every commitment, no matter how small. Be the person others can count on without drama or chaos. This quiet reliability compounds. After a year, you're the dependable one. After 5 years, you're indispensable. Consistency isn't flashy, but it builds trust that intensity never can. Trust is the foundation of all real influence. 6. Develop specialized expertise they can't match. Extroverts spread their energy across many interests. You go deep on specific domains, pick areas critical to your field and become genuinely expert, not surface-level knowledge, real depth. When your area of expertise comes up, you don't just contribute, you're the authority. Extroverts can't fake this because deep expertise requires the kind of focused, solitary work they find draining. Your natural preference for depth over breadth becomes a moat around your influence. People need you for something others can't provide. Here's how these work together in practice. You're not collecting hundreds of LinkedIn connections. You're building 5 relationships where people actually call you for advice. You're not dominating meetings. You're the person whose opinion changes outcomes. You're not posting constantly. You're the one who shares something valuable once a week that people actually read. You're not everywhere. You're reliably present where it matters. This approach builds a different kind of influence. It's not loud or obvious. People don't always notice it happening. But 6 months in, you realize decisions don't get made without your input. A year in, people are bringing opportunities to you first. 2 years in, you've become quietly indispensable, while the loud voices have burned out or moved on. The extrovert's influence is broad but shallow. They know everyone's name but few people's problems. Yours is narrow but deep. You know fewer people, but those people trust you completely. When stakes are high, depth beats breadth every single time. Stop trying to match their energy. Start leveraging your natural advantages. Their influence is a performance that requires constant maintenance. Yours is a foundation that gets stronger with time.